Welcome to the Membership Success Q&A, where I celebrate that I have over 4,000 paying monthly members and over $90,000 in monthly recurring revenue from my low-ticket online memberships by answering your questions. So the question in this video is, I have recently joined your MMM. I would like to know what you did do, what did you do when you first started your membership with not many followers, not many testimonials, no case study? What are the key things to get started? I absolutely love this question. Before I jump in, I just quickly want to show you my Stripe account and my growth journey. So here you can see the last 4 weeks, the active subscribers, the monthly recurring revenue. And now I want to kind of go all time. And talk about what I did. So here you can see I didn't have a membership back then, and I just started it in September 2020. And before that, you can see that I had, these were a few done for you clients, but I really started my coaching business in March 2020. And then you can see in April and how things have developed since then. So in the beginning, I was doing something, and because you joined the mini membership method, you also have access to this. And if you watch this on my YouTube channel, you also have access to the playlist Zero to Audience. So basically what I did was I would create a strategic freebie. I would run a Facebook lead generation campaign to grow my email list and Facebook group at the same time. I would plan out my content for 4 weeks, which is my templatized pre-launch content that you can find in here. I would plan out content for 4 weeks. I would go live once a week to really connect with my audience. I would nurture, I would show up, I would solve problems. And at the end of these 4 weeks, I would make an offer for a 3 months coaching package, which a few people took me up on. So I made around $10,000 in this first month of having my group. And after that, I was starting to deliver the coaching to my clients, and I was working with a few one-on-one coaching clients. So the first intention was to actually relaunch this as a higher price group coaching program, but I just couldn't make peace with selling high ticket. It just never felt right to me. So ultimately, when I wanted to relaunch it with a bootcamp, I ended up not pitching anything on the bootcamp, but just selling the recordings. And about a month later, I would turn this bootcamp with some additional resources into my membership. So this is how I got started. I mainly was relying on lead generation ads. What I would also do in those 3 months from when I sold my program to when I started the membership was I had asked my audience if they want me to create workbook templates for them. And they were raving about it. I created it for them. I documented the creation process, and ultimately I gave it for free to my audience, but I also gave them the option to invite me for a coffee. And I had over 100 people that day buying me a coffee for $7. So I knew that this workbook template is something I could sell. So I used that as a self-liquidating offer to keep financing my list growth while I was getting ready to really get the first version of my signature framework and get the first kind of content for the membership together. So those are kind of my tips: is start with a strategic freebie, kickstart your Facebook group, kickstart your email list, really focus on nurturing your audience. Ideally get your first clients to work with, or launch your first version of your membership that can really just be a minimum viable version. So because you're in the mini membership method, you'll also learn how to create the outline and your evergreen core content. So I would just create that with a few tangible deliverables, and I would soft launch that to my new group. And even if you just get a few members, that is already a fantastic win, right? And all you need to do after that point is basically start to share from the inside out. So every day, help your members, engage them, try to, make them use the resources, figure out the problems that they have, deliver live training with them, and document that process of creating resources and serving your members as your social media content, as well as your personal growth journey with that. So try to engage your members, try to create for them, show up for them, create resources for them, document it, talk about how you feel, how you grow into your role, share the things that you create for them, full of excitement. Keep your lead generation ads running, and ideally add a self-liquidating offer. The self-liquidating offer will also really, really help you after you have this first version of your beta membership wrapped up and you're kind of ready to relaunch it full. You can just plug it in the back end of your funnel, right? So you can say, this is my self-liquidating offer. It upsells into my otherwise closed membership. If you feel like your membership is, ready for cold traffic to join, you can also do that right away after your launch. But the goal is, after you have nurtured your audience and you have your first members, is to serve them, keep showing up with your organic content, but then as soon as possible have a self-liquidating offer funnel. That could be a planner funnel going directly to your main membership. That could be an option funnel going to a mini membership, right? It depends a little bit on what your layout is. You can start with just one membership that has 2 tiers, right? Or you can just start with one membership, main membership in general. Those are kind of the 2 options. So it really depends a little bit on what you decide with what you want to start, how you'd structure the funnel. But after you've launched and you start serving your members in that way and talking on your social media, the other focus in your marketing should really be to get that funnel going for you, so that you have a system that keeps filling up your membership while you're busy serving and while you're busy developing those resources for your members, that you then again turn into another funnel front end product. So you keep basically paying back into that, and that's how you level up your membership, you increase the retention, and you bring in new people. So that's kind of how I would get it off the ground. And as soon as you have a self-liquidating offer that converts, you also don't have to be so concerned about the ad spend anymore, because if your ads pay for themselves, it's basically free growth of your membership. So this is why we want to get to this point as fast as possible. But the foundation is that you really have the right strategic freebie, and that you really figure out how to connect with your audience. And don't forget that those are the real people, right? Have genuine connections, work towards your founding members launch. If you have to, I talked about this in the other video, find other ways to finance the growth in the beginning until your memberships are fully self-sustaining. For me, it took 3 months to get to the point where I would have been able to just do the membership and it was self-sustaining. But because I was I am a fairly fear-driven person, I was still working all the way. Like 2 years later, I finished the last other work that would also help me to create additional financial felt safety, felt stability. Right, let me see if I answered this question completely. This is how I would do it. Every testimonial you would want to leverage. If you don't have any testimonials yet, you know that you can also use Funnels and Ads Pro, the Coach Growth Hub, to get testimonials. So because you have the mini membership method, you have access to all of the memberships. And here we have the offer exchange corner. So you have the coaching for testimonials. And here you would want to exchange access to your membership for, 1 or 2 months in exchange for a testimonial, right? Or a one-to-one coaching session with you in exchange for testimonial. Testimonials work wonder. The more you share, the more clients you get. The more clients you get, the more you can help them, the more testimonials you can share. So if you look at my Instagram, it's something I've been doing all the way since the beginning, and my Instagram is really full with testimonials. So this is a great way to get them. Your followers, they will grow as your ads run. So if you look at my Instagram account, I'm now getting close to 10,000 followers. It was not at all like that in my first year. It took forever to get my first 1,000 followers. And right now I'm mainly getting followers from people that see my ads running, and then they check out my profile, and then they like the content, and then they stick around. Followers was not critical for getting members. Absolutely not. The content I would post would be important, and the traffic that was coming from the ads, the targeted traffic that then would see the content, that was important, but the follow count really doesn't matter. And it organically, naturally will go up as your membership grow. So I think I answered this. Key things to get started is lead magnet, grow your email list and Facebook group, nurture posts, really connect, make your offer, keep showing up for people, turn the way you show up into content, turn the content you create for them into front-end products, then focus on getting your funnels up and running for you so you have something working for you when you can't. Those are the key elements, I think. I hope I answered your question, and see you in the next one.